At a time when higher education was an exclusive engagement for all Americans, 3 visionary young African-American male students met on the campus of Howard University and formed an organization of college-educated men that would lead the nation in education, culture, arts, and society.
Charles I. Brown was the socialite. As the history tells us, he's the one that recruited all of the charter members. A. Langston Taylor was the visionary. Leonard F. Morse was the educator. History tells us he had multiple degrees. So, again, even in our founding, there was diversity.
I believe the founding fathers really saw a need to establish a brotherhood that was very sincere about working with the common man. They really wanted to put forth a movement that would utilize the skills of regular men from all walks of life to utilize in the communities all across the world that they envisioned at that time.
Believing each potential member should be judged by his own merits rather than family background, skin tone, or texture of hair, the founders embraced the phrase, the inclusive we, rather than the exclusive we.
The organizations at the time of our founding were very exclusive organizations, which made it impossible for many men of talent to become members because they were very picky about many things, complexion, for instance, family history, wealth. And our founders decided that that wasn't important in our society in 1914, just as it's not important today.
Culture for service and service for humanity is the motto embraced by the founders as they envisioned an organization to deliver services to the general community rather than benefit themselves or their immediate families.
And they were very smart because once they had their original members, they went out and got the most influential men on campus that were in the administration to become members of the organization. They understood that we might not be able to survive on our own. And the struggle that they had in the early days, whether it was financial or just the interest of the student body, once they had those key administrators, they knew that they had a foothold at Howard University.
Poised, distinguished, and truly a hard worker, founder A. Langston Taylor was the oldest of the 3 founders.
He was the child in the family that was chosen to attend any school of higher education. I don't know if he envisioned 100 years, I really don't, but the gentlemen he chose to start the organization were the key gentlemen on that campus at that time.
An outstanding educator and prophet, founder Leonard Francis Morse was a student of the Greek language and is credited with naming the fraternity.
I would say Leonard F. Morse was definitely the epitome of scholarship. And he never stopped the scholarship aspect of his life. He became a teacher. He was the dean of Edward Waters College in Jacksonville, Florida. Scholarship being one of our, principles. That man epitomizes that, and he's something to look up to.
Popular, cordial, and highly respected, founder Charles Ignatius Brown was a campus leader, chosen, most admired.
Charles Ignatius Brown was the premier student at Howard University. Everyone looked up to him. It was Charles I. Brown that was charged with the mission to choose our first 9.
With a spirit of humility and pride, this brotherhood band of wise men built a legacy, envisioning men of accomplishment in all walks of life on 4 continents.
The principal tenet of our 3 founders, that common thread that binds them to us now, and this is what I believe they had in mind, and that was an organization of service.
And so what you see now, 100 years later, is an organization that is diverse. You see an organization that can speak to the nation with a voice of many. I am proud to be the president of an organization that believes in all the people.
On this 100-year anniversary, we celebrate you, the founders, for this grand idea that to date has produced over 150,000 men in 700 chapters and a commitment to brotherhood, scholarship, and service. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity celebrates 100 years of culture for service and service for humanity.